Good evening. Good evening. How is everyone doing on tonight? I'm excited to be here on tonight. Let's start out with I know you notice that I am laying down. Well, it's not because I'm sleepy or I'm tired, but 3 years ago, I had a massive stroke and it rendered my right side immobile. So I do these podcasts and these interviews from my bed, my hospital bed in my home. The reason why that I come on transparent and from my bed is that I want people to realize that no matter how many bad chapters and challenges that you have in your life, that you don't have to quit, you don't have to give up, but you can still chase your dreams, your desires, your aspirations. Your life is not over because you've had a few bad chapters in your life. I've learned how to embrace the things that I can still do and accept the things that I can no longer do. I had a choice. I could choose to be bitter and lay here in my bed and say, woe is me, and have a pity party, or I can choose to be better and live the best life that I can. And I chose to be better, not to be bitter, not to cry over things that I cannot do, but to find a way to achieve my dreams, my visions, and my aspirations. Because on April 23rd, 2021, I thought I had all the time in the world. I made all kinds of plans for April 24th. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And when I woke up on April 24th, I had suffered a major stroke, and everything that I had planned to do on that day was on pause. And I went through the woe is me stage. I went through why me? Why am I going through that? And after I had that pity party, then it was time for me to get up and decide that I'm going to be better, that my life is not over. I am a author and a motivational speaker, ordained minister. So before I had my stroke, I wrote two books. One called Dream Killers and one From the Waiting Room to the Recovery Room. And Dream Killers, you identify those things in your life that is killing your dream, such as low self-esteem, low self-worth, fear, and all those things that kill your dream. After I had my stroke, with my right side compromised, the side that I write with compromised, I could have given up and I could have thought that my writing career is over. I won't be able to write anymore and lay here in my bed of affliction. But I decided that I wanted to be better. I wanted to live my best life. So, with one finger on my telephone, I have typed three additional books after my stroke. So, there's no reason for you to throw in the towel. I know we have faced rejection, disappointments. Life didn't go like we thought it would go. We were thrown some curveballs in our life. But I look at it like the carnival. You ever been to the carnival and you throw the ball really hard at the clown, and just before you are able to claim your grand prize just before you get that big giant teddy bear. That sucker, he bounces back up again and you lost. Well, when life throws me a curveball, and it has thrown me some major curveballs in my life. Not only in 2009 did I lose my son at 18 years old to a massive heart attack, I've been homeless. I have um, had a divorce, and because the person that I married wasn't a person that I thought he was, and he was a substance abuser, so I got a divorce. After that is when I suffered that massive stroke where the doctors had gave me a 1% chance of living and a 99% of chance of not being here on tonight. So what that taught me in 2021 is that the cemetery is full of unfulfilled potentials, dead dreams, and dead visions. And I didn't want to die with my dreams and my purpose inside of me. Each of us has a purpose in life. You need to find your purpose. Just because you've been broken in life, just because you might have been dropped in life, is no reason for you to stay down. Get back up again. Shake yourself off. Whatever it is that you desire to do in life, don't allow the dream killers to kill your dream. See, there's some dream killers that I talked about earlier: fear, doubt, low self esteem. All of those come from within you. And then there's some unintentional dream killers, people that don't intend to kill your dreams, but they state the obvious. If you say that you want to go back to school, they say to you, you're too old to go back to school. All those young ones in school, you're not going to be able to remember anything. It's been 20 years since you've been in school. And then you begin to internalize that. You begin to say, maybe I am too old to go to school. Maybe I won't be a good test taker. Maybe I won't remember anything that I read. And you silently rock that dream of going back to school, to sleep. And that's what an unintentional dream killer is. They state the obvious, but they make you doubt yourself. Don't listen to the dream killer. If you want to go back to school, take one course. If you want to write a book, start writing one chapter. If you want to lose weight, lose 5 pounds at a time. If you want whatever it is that you desire to do, you will not be able to do it standing still. You have to take small steps, design it down into small, achievable steps, and you can see yourself in a different place today than you are tomorrow. Change your mindset. There's an old saying that I love to say. It's, if your mind can achieve it and your heart can receive it, then you can achieve it. You have to visualize yourself doing the things that you want to do. And we're going to stop for 1 minute because now it is time for me to give away my freebie on tonight. On tonight, we're going to give away my freebie. So if you want a copy of my freebie, click on the link and you will be given my freebie on tonight. Yes, yes, yes. Who doesn't like a good freebie? All of us. So, once again, we are talking about achieving your dreams. We're talking about going after your dreams after you've had a few bad chapters in your life. See, I look at life like it's a continuous book. The only person that can close that book is God. So after you've had a few bad chapters in your life, you can always turn the book to a blank page and restart all over again. It's no embarrassment and failing. The embarrassment is in not trying again. And in life, the frog is made to jump at least 7 feet. So they did an experiment where they put a frog in a cage with a glass ceiling, and the glass ceiling would only allow him to jump 3 feet. But in nature, he can jump 7 feet. But once he was in that glass ceiling, he would only jump to 4 feet and no higher. A lot of you have put a glass ceiling over you. You're only going so far and then you're stopping. I came today to tell you to shatter that glass ceiling. Jump as high as you were meant to jump. Don't give up. Don't give in. And don't give out. Don't throw in the towel. There's no quitting in us. We have to be resilient. Things are going to come. Life is going to happen. But don't give up. Don't think it's over because your current situation is not your final destination. I remember when we were children. When we were children, we was all dreamers. We dreamed that we were gonna live in a big white house with a picket fence, have 2.5 children, and life was gonna end happily ever after. And some not so happy happenings have happened in our life. So we stopped dreaming. Somebody told us it's a waste of time to dream. You just sitting on the dock of the bay wasting time. A lot of us are wannabes. We want to be this and we want to be that, but we're scared to launch out into the deep. We tried it before and it failed. So we're scared to try it again. I'm gonna end tonight with a story from the Bible. And you remember Peter, the one who walked on water? Well, one night, Peter had fished all night long and he didn't catch anything. And in the morning, Jesus came and wanted to use his boat. So Peter let Jesus use his boat. And then Jesus said to Peter, "Why don't you launch out into the deep?" And Peter said to Jesus, "I fished all night and I didn't catch nothing. And now I'm using my imagination because I wasn't there. So I imagine that Peter said to Jesus, 'Listen, man, I'm a fisherman and you're a carpenter. So you know how to build some beautiful houses, but you don't know nothing about fish. And fish are not biting at this time. And I've been out here all night, and me and my boys didn't catch nothing. We just want to go home and eat some breakfast and go to bed and come back out here tomorrow night when the fish might be biting. And Jesus said to Peter, at my word, do it again. This time is not going to be the same. This time you're going to get a more than enough blessing. And so Peter was obedient and he threw his net out, and his net was full of fish. He caught so many fish that he had to call his boys and bless them because he got a more than enough blessing. It was more than he can handle. Well, on tonight, I'm telling you to do it again. Whatever you tried and it failed, you might not have got the results you wanted. Maybe people talked about you, maybe people laughed at you. Well, I'm telling you to do it again. And this time it is going to be different. And remember when you used to dream? Well, remember when we were kids and somebody would dare you to do something and you would do it because they dared you? Well, on tonight, I am double dogging, daring each and every one of you to dream again. Those dreams that you rocked to sleep, those things that you thought you could never have. Dream again. Good night and thank you